how do I respond to the idea that my personal theology aligns so well with what is taught by the Eastern Orthodox churches? Well, I don't really know I don't know how to respond to that idea because I don't know the theology of the Eastern Orthodox churches that well. I do know something about it. I know that the Eastern Orthodox churches stress the idea that the fundamental ethical responsibility of the individual is to become as Christ-like as possible. And I think that that is the fundamental ethical responsibility, basically by definition, because at minimum, speaking psychologically, which is the safest way to speak about such things, the figure of Christ is the ideal avatar of the good in the Western imagination. And thus, it's by definition that your ethical obligation is to imitate that in every way that's possible. And that's specified to some degree. It means to treat being itself with love, even your enemies, to not wish them ill, but to wish the good for them as well, and to tell the truth, and to live by the dictates of your conscience, and that's the pathway to divinity. I think that's all true. So, I was deeply influenced in my thinking, as most of the people who are watching this would know, by Carl Jung, and he was certainly influenced by his knowledge of the Eastern Orthodox doctrine. And so I've been influenced by the Eastern Orthodox Church via that route. I think that there isn't any more serious question than your relationship to the ideal, again, virtually by definition, and that there isn't anything better that you can do than attempt to embody that good as fully as possible. And I've tried to make a practical case for that, I suppose, and perhaps that's why, with respect for the idea, and perhaps that's why so many people from the Eastern Orthodox Church in particular seem to find resonance in my ideas.